Hello and welcome back to Bikervation. Well, this morning in the post I got the very last thing to finish the Honda, which is the tank graphics. So after they're fitted, we'll be starting it up and do the walk round. So now, first of all, I'm going to clean the tank up with, this is just brake cleaner. The person that had this bike before me was a bodger of absolute epic proportions, and he bodged the bodges, and when he couldn't bodge them anymore, he left it into the garden to rot. The tank, instead of heating up with a hairdryer to peel the old graphics off, he just scraped it off, and there's great gouges in the tank, so I filled that up just with ordinary filler. So I don't know which side is which actually. Well, it's not that one, so it's this one. I'm just going to line that up. I think that's probably going to be about it. I think that line there. So I'm masking tape that. So I don't really know how to do this, so I'll just be showing you the way I'm doing it, which, as I say, might not be the right way. Trouble is, I should imagine this is a one-shot thing. If I don't get it right, that'll be it. Yeah. What I'm going to try and do is pick these out with this, I think. See what happens. All done. Well, goodness me. That is the end of a 8 months, 2-week project. That's how long it's taken me to do this. I've had to sort of wait while I, get bits off auction sites and things like that. I mean, lots and lots of things had to be replaced. The worst thing was the swing arm pivot bolt being seized in. I'll tell you about that when I go around the bike before I start it up, but that was an absolute nightmare. And then I thought the wheels were going to be alright, and the wheels were shot, and then I thought the shock absorber was going to be alright, and that was shot. And like I said, the guy was just a bodger. Everything on it was shot to bits. I had to refurbish absolutely everything and replace a lot of things. So there we go. It's cost quite a bit of money, more than it's probably worth, but I wouldn't have known about things, and if I hadn't done it, I wouldn't. If I'd got a Honda XR250 without having worked on one, I wouldn't know that you've got to check the pivot bolt, the swing arm pivot bolt, and that's a known thing that they seize on, and if you don't take it out once a year, it's going to seize up on you, and it's dead easy to take out. So it's just a routine maintenance thing. So I'll be doing a video on that as well, taking out the pivot bolt, greasing it and putting it back in. You save yourself a whole load of grief if you do that, and you just do it once a year in your routine maintenance. So like I say, I'll be doing a video on that. So anyway, see you outside with it started. I think it looks pretty good actually. I'm quite chuffed with that. I first saw the bike in May 2015. It had been left outside for a couple of years, and the weather had got to it, and it needed restoring fully. So I started by stripping the whole thing down, but I couldn't get the engine out because the pivot bolt was seized in, so I had to sort that out first. Right then, well, I guess the place to start is the rear swing arm. It was an absolute nightmare. I bashed away at the pivot bolt for about 2 days, and in the end I just thought, I'm going to break something. So I decided to get another swing arm from an auction site and angle grind the old one out. That took me 4 hours of really carefully angle grinding. There was no space to spare between the end of the swing arm and the casings, the engine casing. So I was just going, oh, so far so good, so far so good, really carefully, gently steps. taking it out in bite-sized bits and slowly just cutting it right the way back until I could get to the bolts. But even then, very, very carefully. Once I'd done that, I thought I could free the bolt out from the engine casing, but that was seized solid, absolutely solid, couldn't move it. And I thought, I'm going to do some damage if I keep bashing away at it. So I took it to an engineering shop that specialised in that sort of thing and got them to drill it out. Here's the frame and engine with the swing arm out, but the pivot bolt is still stuck in the crankcase. Wasn't going to go anywhere, so that's when I decided to take it to an engineer to get it professionally drilled out. He did a very good job, but he said it was well in there. The shock absorber was next. I thought that was going to be alright, but the shaft was, the chrome on the shaft had worn through, and I couldn't find where to get another shaft. So again, I got another monoshock from an auction site. Same for the back wheel. The one on the bike was cracked, so I had to get that replaced, replace the sprockets, front and back, replace the chain. Had a mud flap thing there replaced the airbox. There weren't any side panels on it, so I had to get side panels. There wasn't a chain guard, and this piece of engine casing was broken here, so that needed repairing. I made that with the end bit of the old swing arm. I got handguards, mirrors, that needed replacing. Actually, the whole clutch perch needed replacing. These were the two bolts, top and bottom, that I was talking about in the video, and I didn't realise earlier, and I didn't realise I wasn't in the video. Fitted a speedo and fitted mirrors that side. Fitted front and back indicators, and the brakes needed totally refurbishment, as the disc did as well. Had the frame shot blasted and powder coated. There's the little front indicators there. There was no headlight cowl, so I had to get that. That was quite difficult to find, actually. Speedo drive, that wasn't there, so I had to get another one of those. That one's brand new, and had to get the front disc and refurbish the front brakes, the forks, taken apart, stripped, cleaned, and seals. One thing I have done is I've put engine hour running hour meter on, so I know how many hours it's run. I think the trouble is with these bikes is they don't do many miles, but the actual engine works pretty hard. That's the speedo. You can't see where I've wired in the indicators in there, so that's just a digital indicator flashing unit. So, going to start it up. It's stone cold at the moment, so it might take a few. Petrol on choke on. That's on half choke now. Let's choke off now. Right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Cheerio.